think everything that I've been through to this point prepares me for the moment that I'm at now.
Tonight, 10 on your sides, Chris Whitley talks to Virginia Tech's Tyrod Taylor about his NFL hopes.
He went from splitting time as the Hokies quarterback to leaving Blacksburg as one of the best signal callers in school history. Now, Tyrod Taylor hopes to hear his name called in the NFL draft.
Something that I look forward to. I've been dreaming it since I was a little kid.
The early knock on Tyrod was that he was a run-first guy and not a great passer. Over the last 2 seasons with the Hokies, though, number 5 showed he can beat you with his arm. So no matter what the critics are saying now about his chances at the next level, Tyrod remains focused.
You can't listen to media at this time right now. Well, you just have to stay positive throughout the whole process.
Some teams wondering if he's ready to be a quarterback in the league, or if his talents would be better suited in a different role.
Early on in the process, even as far back as January upon signing Tyrod, that if we make the position that we're a quarterback, we could be sacrificing our draft position. It's very likely that had Ty chose to play another position that he would have been drafted much earlier in the draft, which is an unfortunate reality.
With the 180th selection, the 2011 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens have selected Tyrod Taylor, quarterback, Virginia Tech.
As it stands right now, there is a new quarterback on the field for the Baltimore Ravens. Second-year Virginia Tech quarterback Tyrod Taylor,
giving him an opportunity to play. They believe he's a very accurate quarterback. They believe he can play very well. He's earned the right to play a little bit by the way he's practiced.
He was electric at the time, so that's exciting.
When I got drafted, I knew Flacco was established quarterback for Baltimore at the time. Seeing us win the Super Bowl was definitely special. Of course, I wanted to be on the field and wanted to contribute, but that wasn't my calling for that time.
The other thing is we're going to announce that Tyrod is going to start at quarterback for us in the regular season.
Tyrod Taylor, he says he wants to be the long-term solution at quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. So I ask you, is Tyrod Taylor the long-term solution at quarterback for your Buffalo Bills?
We want him to be, he wants him to be, and time will tell. But we're excited about what he did last year.
When I first got to Buffalo, it was definitely a time for growth. It was my first time being in a starter role in the NFL. Benched, I guess you could say.
Let me give the numbers just to let the audience know how jarring this is. Because it's not just that they're in the playoff hunt, they would be in the playoffs if it started today. Tyrod Taylor this year is one of 4 quarterbacks with 10-plus touchdowns and 3 or fewer picks. The other guys are Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Alex Smith. Tyrod Taylor, for his career, has the lowest interception rate in NFL history.
I actually want him to leave. You know, the Buffalo showed that they don't want him as their franchise guy. They showed that by benching him midway through the year when they could still make the playoffs.
The GM told me one thing and the head coach told me something else. Everything that was told to me was, oh, he can't do this, or he can't do this. It was never, oh, he can do this, or he can do that. People told me what I couldn't do, or people told me what I wasn't going to be.
This deal, which came together pretty quickly this afternoon and does give the Cleveland Browns a bridge quarterback for the 2018 season.
Thank you so much, Tyrod. I appreciate it so much.
I have an opportunity to help change a culture in a city in the same way that I had in Buffalo. But at the end of the day, my focus is on doing whatever it takes to win a game.
Fast forward to now, you're back in another quote-unquote walk-on situation.
Tyrod's been in the league. He's taken a team to the playoffs. You can tell when Tyrod walks in the room. People can say whatever they want about him, but until you're in the building working with him, you really don't have any idea what he's all about.
People upstairs have noticed you're going in. They said in the offseason you was here at 6 in the morning and you was leaving at 6 at night. So this is not like just something that you just say, I'm just going to throw it out there. You've been working hard.
Yeah.
And you've earned this.
Yeah, it is not for, I mean, of course people notice, but I don't do it for that.
Any thought in your mind that this is the last year of Phillip Rivers, is his contract being up?
Being inside that facility where, you walk through the halls there and there's just pictures of him everywhere. Most franchise quarterbacks, that's the flavor when you visit them at their practice facilities and their stadiums. But I find it to be almost a little bit more saturated Phillip Rivers when it comes to the Chargers compared to in New Orleans with Drew Brees. You see Drew's photos there, and they obviously respect him and they love him, but you're not consumed by it. You're not overwhelmed by it. Whereas I feel like with the Chargers, it's a Phillip Rivers organization. He is the face. He's everything there.
I met Phillip a couple years ago. I was actually out training in San Diego. Definitely looking forward to learning from him. Great quarterback. He's played at a high level for a number of years now. I'm looking forward to being around him, learning as much as I can, and just picking his brain.
I'll tell you, it's a new challenge without Phillip Rivers, and it was a mutual split between us. I'm excited for him and Tiffany. It's going to be different. You know, whenever he was underneath the center, you always feel like you had a chance to win, and that's because of the way he prepared. But now we have a new challenge. I'm excited about it. I like the roster that we have with Tyrod Taylor.
Like I said, who wouldn't want to be around a quarterback of that caliber? Of course, like I said, you want to play, but you also have to look at the right fit and make sure everything makes sense. And I think this fit here, me choosing to come here, made the right sense. I'm going to be dedicated and give everything that I can to help better this team.